It has been a weekend of ArchBang, helping Mr. Green perfecting his beautiful ISO. It is a diamond in the rough. More people should know it. And we've built it ourselves. Well, we have added Git and other stuff, fix key to these things, to the ISO, right? And we have now an ArchBang Eric, so to speak. Not that I'm gonna release it or anything like that, but it is so much fun to, well, stay in control, and that's Arch for you. So let's maintain the current, which is great already. Number 2, yes, you can partition it with 4, yes, and done. Number 1, yes and yes, and there is no swap. I skip the blah blah, right? Watch the other videos. So we are going to install the ISO that I've built locally on my machine. I tried to perfect the ArcoLinux-nemesis script and also look at the fix key script that's a bit different than the one on ArcoLinux. We need a mirror list on our future system for Pacman, otherwise we can't install packages, and that has been added as well in there. So we have open box when you boot up and you read the guide, Super G, read it all. It will be adapted, he told me, and Super E, editor, Super R, launcher, Super F, the files through an R, and Super T, Alacrity, and Super W, Firefox, of course. What else? 222, and we stop. There we go. Arch Bang. Okay, still link QWERTY, you see. Location 29. Yes, yes. Hardware clock is 2. Locale is 93. I'm getting to know everything out of my head. And let's wait for the installation of that particular bit. At this point it's still XZ. Later on in the scripts of ArcoLinux we change from XZ to ZSTT. It is like everything else in Linux, a choice, and what do we call that if we make all kinds of different choices? A distro. Well, I'm pretty sure now lots of people will be arguing that's not true. But it is what it is. There are so many choices to be made, from startup till shutdown, and it gives us another feeling, another theme, icons, applications, and you get the idea that it's different, but in the end it's just all Linux. Voila, we've installed this. 3 minutes. I'm getting good at this. It was normally 8-9 minutes, 3 minutes. I know the numbers out of my head by now. All right, so we've got ourselves an Arch-based system. We don't want SDM or anything like that, but we do want open box, and that's great. I want my file manager, and inside documents I'll add a Git clone. So Git is by default on this particular ISO. And we don't need to go and get it, don't need to fetch it either, in the sense that Eric Dubois and then ArcoLinux-nemesis, it is already here, so that should work. Cool. And then the moment of truth is my script now perfected 100% for ArchBang. So off it goes. Intervention first. We're on ArchBang, running fixed key. We're online, and that's okay. There is nothing there. Removing this one, getting that one. We got our servers in, the mirror list is in. Then we're gonna initialize everything. We're gonna populate everything. Then, when just to be sure, we install the very last ArcoLinux keyring from the internet. It was already up to date, but if the ISO is old, you get a new one. And then go. Ubuntu has been added, so we get key servers for the I would say trillion packages, but it's like more like 50, 60,000 AOR packages they need from time to time. The key, and it's best that you add Ubuntu to it. We still are core and extra at this point in time. This is just to be safe. I make backups of the 2 files that initialize OpenBox. The one you're looking at, this is OpenBox. And these 2 files got the extension Nemesis at the end. So if anything goes wrong, I've got a copy. We changed to ZSTD make init CPO, that's done. And then he wants to know, yeah, I think we're there. This is the perfection. So now he's gonna say, yes, I want it. Pacman parallel downloads is up to 20, so that's my choice to get more stuff in. This is the remove software number 400, get rid of things that are on here. On here is 20 ArchLinux distributions that we now support with the ArcoLinux 3 tool, right? 20 of those. I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. And we just throw out what we don't need on any of our computers, like all of this. And now we're adding our personal repo, Nemesis repo on. We have it, but we don't install anything. On it goes adding the keys and the mirrors for ArcoLinux. That looks good as well. And this is the fun, the scripting, the automating, the unattended installation of an operating system that you want to work with for the rest of your life. That's Arch for you. So as you see, ArchBang is now included. We have 20 ArcoLinux distributions that can be supported with the ATT, but also with the ArcoLinux-nemesis script. So whatever I choose, I have an operating system that I like. And that's the user prerogative. That's the user's choice to rise and change any distro that he gets for free, and changes it with all kinds of packages, configs that he made himself, he gathered, that he has, that he finds, right? And he's going to do all that. In the meantime, we're doing ZSTD compressed. So it's like 1/3 faster. Well, it's 1/3 of the time of an XZ compressed. So it's gonna be like we've counted it, 7 seconds or 25 seconds. So this process takes 7 seconds if we do ZSTD, 25 seconds if we do XZ. So I've changed it just to have a faster installation anyway as well. And ArcoLinux is now as well since 2022 I've seen on ZSTD. So this looks good, all normal lines. And if you press space, we're at the end. And since I've chosen chat WM in the beginning, he will lock out, he will say, don't do this, don't start with OpenBox, but start with chat WM. So you can script almost everything as long as you know how to write some things. This has been added, a mirror list, an up-to-date mirror list, the one of today, 2024-01-28. This is the world. How many lines do we actually have? So we have a number in our head. There are like 1,000 servers for ArchLinux, right? Never ever can we have as ArcoLinux 1,000 servers over the world. So we have these guys that are the best. They're at the top, best ArcoLinux servers worldwide. They often come at the top. If you do a reflector or a rate mirrors, these guys often win. Like Uzbek wins for people in Japan and wins for people in Middle America, was it, and Britain, and they all have Uzbek, right? So it's just a great server to have. And then it's finished. We reboot. You saw OpenBox was bigger now, 1920, 1080, somewhere in there. There's a script. If you're on VirtualBox, then go change your settings, xrender, and make it 1920, 1080. But if we log in, OpenBox is forgotten. It's in the past. We have now this. The conk is also gone. Also a little script that says don't do the script. This is super T. I should get rid of super T. It's your XVT, but I needed seed host, our place where we host everything. I used it to connect it to that one. But there we are. And new fetch. We're pretty much on Arch, but cat etc OS release. We are on ArchBang. So there you are. I have now everything finished. It was a nice weekend for it. I know how to build ArchBang the way I like it. Has a few extra things like the mirror list, and Git is there, and the fixed key is there. So this little thing came from ArcoLinux and is now as well here present. The normal thing to do, clean everything up, clean slate and all that. We have more to populate, since ArcoLinux tweak tool has the ability to add more well, packages, more stores, more app stores, how you want to call it, repositories, from ArcoLinux, but also from Garuda, from Celtic, from Endeavour OS, from Reborn OS, and they're all here. You can all install them. The only thing you need to do is launch your ATT. And then you can install so much more. And if you don't like the white thing, you just quit it, launch it again, and it gets smarter. It looks, ooh, I'm in a dark environment, let's go dark. Right? And then it's up to you if you want to install Awesome and so on, if you want to do some fixes, design, install some more, auto-stored, maybe not these guys, or just remove them altogether. Telegram, removed variety, that was not a good idea. Anyway, a lot can be done. It's Arch, you're on Arch, welcome, and you're in control. If you watch the 4,000 videos I've made on the YouTube channel of Eric Dubois, you are 100% in control of your operating system, and you know what you're doing, and we know what you shouldn't be doing as well. All right, cheers.